Okay, here we are with a brand new Let's Play of, as you can maybe tell, Assassin's Creed 3. This is actually Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered that just came out like a couple of days ago. Just a few things I want to talk about before I get going. I might want to turn down the music a little bit more, actually. But what I'm doing with this, because I'm sure at least someone is like, why is she starting with 3? Well, that would be because I have already played the first 4 games in the series. So, I have played the first Assassin's Creed with Altair as the protagonist, and I have played the Ezio trilogy, which is Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and Assassin's Creed Revelations. I actually just finished Revelations like 6 weeks ago for the first time. I finished it. I really enjoyed them. I thought they were pretty fun. I don't know how much replay value they would have in terms of doing Let's Plays of them, and so therefore I have decided, since the timing of my finishing the Blood and Wine Let's Play coincided so neatly with the release of Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, since it happens to be the next one in the series that I still need to play, I thought, I might as well just do it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. This is a blind Let's Play. I've played the previous games in the series, but I have not played this game, and I've not played any of the later games in the series. So please don't spoil them. I'd like to avoid major spoilers for, both this game and the future games in the series, because I am planning to play them all eventually. But I may very well be talking about stuff that happened in the previous games, since this is to some extent a continuation of those. So if you have not experienced the previous games, you may very well be spoiled for them, just because I might be talking about them. So yeah, this is a blind Let's Play. For those who might be new to my channel, I would just say, don't expect me to be perfect at this. Don't expect me to be perfect at this, especially if there's a lot of stealth involved. I'm not really the greatest at stealth. But yeah, I mostly, I like the stories and I like the characters of these games. I like running around in the world. I'm not necessarily trying to 100% it. So that's not really necessarily something I care about, so I probably won't be. But yeah, mostly I'm just here to experience the story and the characters and the world building and, the environments, and I love the historical setting. One of the things that I like the most about the Assassin's Creed games is the historical settings, so yeah, I know that this one takes place during the American Revolution, which is cool. I love that sort of time era setting. And I'm excited to see where it goes. So I don't want to, talk your ear off too much before we get started. I mostly just want to let folks know where I'm coming from, where I'm starting from, and how much experience of this series that I have, which is some, but not a ton. But yeah, this is a blind Let's Play. Haven't played it before. I don't really know much about the story per se. Mostly I just know, I know a little bit about the protagonist, and I know that it's set during the American Revolution, and that's about it. But yeah, I guess, the things that I really like about the Assassin's Creed franchise, at least the ones that I've played so far, is the historical settings, the wacky revisionist history conspiracy theory shit. So the Templars versus Assassins have been fighting each other through the centuries and have been influencing world history kind of plotline is really fun for me. I enjoy that kind of stuff. I do enjoy the modern part of it, generally speaking. Though I have to admit, the bits, the Desmond bits in Revelations, they were not my fun. They were not my favorite thing in the world. The backstory was great, but the actual like mechanics of it in Revelations was that was really tedious. So I hope it's a little bit better in this game, because I like Desmond and his story. I know this is like the kind of end of Desmond's story. After this, they kind of drop the modern day element for a while, but that's okay. I mean, you know, it's fine. Like it's just it is what it is. But yeah, we'll see. I like the historical stuff. I like the world building stuff. I like the sort of the precursor race lore. And the Pieces of Eden thing, that was kind of a fun twist to learn about. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where they take things with this. So yeah, I said I didn't want to blab your ear off before starting, and then I blabbed your ear off before starting. But I'm gonna start now, and we'll see how we go. I will probably suck at this. I'm not really the greatest. I don't have a lot of patience with stealth stuff, but you know, we'll see how we do.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both, but we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
Oh,
Better
William.
to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call Pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the Pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the Apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Okay. It's a lot to put on one guy's shoulders. So, it's October 31st. It's Halloween 2012. Glad we're set up with that.
We're here.
At a cave. Or the farm?
Let's go.
Ah, good. Good. I guess everybody's carrying things but me. Are you sure you don't need me to carry anything? Are you sure I'm okay? Like, I just want to make sure. Can I go faster? No? If I can go faster, I don't know. Now what are we doing? There's some graffiti up in here, isn't there? Oh.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Sean, don't be so cynical. Okay. Whoa. All right. This does look pretty good, like, in terms of the, you know, graphics and stuff. Obviously, I can't really compare it to the original because I haven't played the original, but... Okay. Whee! Well, that was fun. I dropped my stick, my glow stick. I guess that's okay. Ah, here we go. I can run now. That's good. I like running. Ah, good. Yeah. Yep. And jumping. Okay, cool. Ah. It's pretty railroady for right away, though, isn't it? That's fancy.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir.
The hell?
Here we go again.
Indeed. Whoops.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Nope.
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
Good. I like those.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger.
Oh my god.
Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you. And I
Yeah.
didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
His dad is kind of an asshole.
Right. Of course.
Son,
You're an asshole.
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked
Yeah.
up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Alright. Oh, tutorial, yeah. Green icon indicates a destination or an interaction. Okay.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
As always. Whoop. Yeah. Alright. We're parkouring champs again. Okay. Now where to? Where to now? Oh, here we go. There we go.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
Alrighty. Ah. There we go. And up.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate.
Okay. Free run to the marker. Optional objection. Prepare.
All right, Desmond.
Perform an
Follow
air
the on-screen
assassination.
instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
Press left click to air assassinate. Yeah. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to get out on this. There we go. And boom. Awesome. Alright, let's try this again. And boom.
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Jump over to the marker. Whoop. No. Where am I going? This is okay. This would be I actually am having trouble because it's all white on white on white, basically. If it was less white on white on white, I would probably be okay, but I'm just like having a hard time seeing what's going on here. No. Okay. Now what? I don't understand. There and there. There we go. Oh, for cripe's sake. Okay. No. Yeah, okay. Can I... No, I can't do that. Okay. There we go. So it was a little trickier to me than the others were for some reason. This is take me a while to get to. Take me a while to get the hang of this.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Okay. I guess we're gonna go in. This is taking a while. It never took this long before to build the world. But okay.
Sir? Sir? Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Sequence 1, a deadly performance. Okay. Theatre Royal,
Invitation,
Covent
please.
Garden, 1754.
Shall I take your coat, sir?
Alright. Leave the Animus to read a new
Ladies
email.
and
Okay.
gentlemen,
Well, I won't do that
you are
yet.
requested to kindly find your seats.
Interesting. Let's look at this. Theatre Royal. You might hear this referred to as Covent Garden, which it faces, or the Royal Opera House, which it later became. However, this is the original Theatre Royal building, opened in 1732, destroyed by fire in 1808. It will be rebuilt, then destroyed by fire again in 1857, and then almost completely renovated in the 1990s. They've installed a smoke detector this time. That's good. I feel like Sean is still writing these. The original theater lineup was varied, containing ballet, operas, and even acrobatics. Many of Handel's operas opened here right up until his death in 1759, when he mysteriously stopped writing them. But the building was mainly used for presenting plays, at least for the first 100 years of its history. The reason? It held the exclusive rights to perform spoken drama in London, awarded by King Charles II. Yes, kings could do that, though why they would is beyond me. I know about Sean and Ezio and Altair, so I'm not going to worry about them just right now. I'm just going to resume playing the game. That's another one of the things I really like about these games is how much all the various kinds of historical information that they shove in here. Is very nice. I'm a huge history nerd, guys. Like major. So let's go inside, I guess. They want us to take our seats. I need to find a seat.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
Alright. He's gonna tell me where to sit. Oh god.
My apologies.
Alright.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Ah, yes. Eagle vision.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
I already have.
Both against roads and for them. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by them.
Find a secluded area to climb. Oh, wonderful.
And she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
1,000 pardons. My apologies.
You may satisfy that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would
All right.
not bend his hand.
Now we're having fun.
Without reprieve. I may venture to book him.
Okay.
Gag. £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation. Or I can get more by her staying in.
Betty has brought more goods into our loft here than any five.
Climb up to the balcony.
Tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
Where should I...
If none of the gang take her off, she may in the common course of business.
I don't know. This is not as obvious as it used to be. I wonder if I should go this way then. Okay. Are people gonna see me if I go this way though? That seems a little bit... Okay. I guess this is right. It seems a little weird to be doing this with like a full theater of people, but I guess they are pretty distracted. All right.
whatever matters so as to bring her off.
As the wench is very active and industrious,
There we go.
you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence.
Okay, okay.
Gates is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come
Up.
to if he did not bend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may mention a book for Tom.
Aha.
£40. Let Betty slide off.
Find a way backstage. Oh, picking locks. I can pick locks. I hope it's not as shitty as in Skyrim. Oh god. Oh god, it is bad. I don't know. Press the mouse buttons to break the lock. Okay. Well, I guess it worked. Alright. Find a way across the stage. Well, let's try it. Ooh. Oh! Oh! That's not what I wanted.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
A little Dutch courage will put a bloom in your cheek.
The Beggar's Opera. Ooh, I want to read this. This must be the opera they're actually playing. Where's... Show me the database entry, please. Why isn't it working? There we go. The Beggar's Opera opened in London in 1728. It's a musical, one of the earliest ever created. It was written by John Gay, a writer and friend of both Alexander Pope and Jonathan Swift, two of the prominent literary figures of the day. The opera was both popular and controversial. Popular, partly because it was an excellent skewering of Italian opera, which was very popular at the time. However, instead of complicated Italian songs, the Beggar's Opera featured folk tunes that the audience could recognize, meaning you could hum along even if you didn't know Italian. It was controversial because of the subject matter. It's set in the Newgate prison, and the main characters are all criminals, who act much like the upper classes. It was a send-up of the British nobility, including veiled criticism of the head of government, neither of whom traditionally have a sense of humor. I've never met a queen who liked a knock-knock joke. Actually, I've never met a queen. That's fair, Sean, that's fair. The Beggar's Opera was accused of being a base form of entertainment, and because its main characters were criminals, accused of causing an increase in crime. It's nice to see that criticism isn't just for movies and video games. Bloody opera, corrupting our kids. Yeah, it's standard kids these days being corrupted by the brain-melting pop culture kind of situation. Anyway, let's go. Some of these are fun.
I'll make haste and you get boy, and let me friends know what I intend. I like to make them.
Oh, that's obnoxious and scary.
He's really burning up the boards tonight.
He's a marvel.
Certainty gives a man a good air upon his trial, and makes him risk another without fear or scruple. But all away. But it's a pleasure to be the messenger of comfort to friends in affliction.
Okay, now what? Ah, here's our fellow.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
Badass. All right. Now it's time to leave.
Stateside balcony! Hurry!
Come, please!
Over there! That's the one that did the murder! That man there! Seize him!
Whatever has happened?
A man was killed in the other I've done no wrong! I swear Search him. Any weapons?
I beg your pardon, madam. Did you notice anyone suspicious
Please.
from that?
We must have Froda!
Certainly. Try to remember.
Yeah. Somebody died. Did you hear? My God. Someone got murdered. Like, super murdered. Murderized. It's crazy. I don't know.
We must leave.
Should probably go check it out. It's back that way. You know, the way I came.
Peace, friends. There is no danger.
No, really, you're fine. There actually isn't any danger. You're good.
Imbecile.
Don't worry, guys. It's fine. I'm sure everything... Whoa. Sorry. I know, y'all are in a hurry. I'm just trying to get, you know, out of here without drawing attention to myself. It's good. It's all good.
I must get some air. Calm yourself. Won't let you go.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. All set.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
What is that? The key, maybe? Presumably? This key that I'm looking for?
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key.
I guess it is.
And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
All right. To America. Atlantic Ocean, day 2. It's gonna be a while.
Some fresh air might do me good.
Alright. Looks like we've got some mini games that I could potentially play. But I think right now I just want to go up onto the deck. Atlantic Ocean. Wow, I get a database entry on the Atlantic Ocean. Of course, crossing the Atlantic today is as easy as a plane ride, but it was much more difficult in colonial times, even though I imagine the tiny food and cramped conditions and likelihood of sitting next to a fat man for many hours were pretty much the same. Fair. For European travelers, it was at best a 6-week voyage, but depending on delays, it could last months. Dangers included storms and their opposite, being becalmed, seasickness, food running short, and dying of boredom because you had nothing to do all day. For Africans captured into slavery, the Atlantic voyage was much worse. Across the Middle Passage, usually to the Caribbean. The journey was just as long, but slaves were kept below decks and rarely allowed out in the fresh air, with the men usually in shackles. They were given only 1 meal a day, less if provisions ran low. Disease was rampant and mortality rates were high. I will never complain about being inappropriately touched by airport security again. Though, to be fair, we are now firm friends, and Juan was very gentle. Yeah. Okay, so we are on the ship, and there's some fellas here that look like they might...
And then all will be well. You sure about that? Of course. Have I ever led you astray? Nah. Oh, you don't sit right with the others.
Are they plotting mutiny?
You'll see. Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought. And yet here you are.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
Oh boy, fist fighting.
That's enough, Graves.
Yeah.
Stay out of this.
Okay. Okay. There we go.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain sees us...
To hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
Right. Okay. Press E to counter and then press left click to knock out your opponent. Well, that happened. Sure.
We're ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why is that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be. Do you yield?
Never! How'd you like these odds?
Ah, good. To disarm an opponent, press E and then press space. There we go.
What's the meaning of this?
Ah, they wanted to fight.
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
He thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
Show off. So this guy's my friend.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
He's not my friend.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
They're plotting mutiny,
Look,
I bet.
I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
What?
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Yeah, probably.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive.
Great.
Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Think.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent. Good day.
So yeah, we've totally got a mutiny on the bounty thing going, huh? Day 28. Awesome. Awesome. Oh man, this is great.
Mr. Kenway.
Now what?
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
Right. Okay. I will do this, but I will do it next time. We're getting to being long enough, so I'm going to leave it here, and we'll see what happens next time. As always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. Later.